Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss MCQs on Physical Pharmaceutics 2 Unit 3, that is Coarse Dispersion. So let's begin. Coarse dispersion, in which insoluble solids are suspended in a liquid medium, is termed as suspension. The next question is, suspensions are biphasic liquid preparation containing finely divided dash phase dispersed or suspended in continuous phase. The answer is discontinuous. The next question is, what are the properties of an ideal suspension? It should be viscous enough to allow its easy pouring. It should be chemically stable. It should be palatable enough to be used internally. So all of the above. The next question is, dash suspensions comprise of 2 to 10% water by volume or solid constituents. The answer is dilute. The next question is, dash suspensions comprised of solid constituents in concentration as high as 50% weight by volume. The answer is concentrated. The question is, external and parenteral application of zinc oxide and procaine penicillin G suspension respectively are example of concentrated suspensions. The next question is, dash suspensions involve chemical bridging between the particles to form aggregates. The answer is flocculated. The next question is, dash forces are present between the light and fluffy aggregates or flocks. The answer is weak van der Waals forces. The next question is, aggregation can be facilitated through adding flocculating agents. The next question is, flocculation can be attained by adding extra dash to a positively charged deflocculated suspension. The answer is anion. The next question is, dash suspensions contain free solid particles. The answer is deflocculated. The next question is, deflocculated suspension have shorter shelf life. The next question is, deflocculated suspension have greater dash than flocculated system. The answer is bioavailability. The next question is, by crushing a solid drug into smaller particles, the surface area of particles and dash increases. The answer is surface free energy. The next question is, increased surface free energy makes a system dash with highly energetic particles which regroup and reduces the total free surface energy. The answer is thermodynamically unstable. Stronger adherent forces, the particles dispersed in the liquid suspension are form aggregates. The next question is, after the particle size is reduced, the free surface energy of particles increases with increase in their surface area. The next question is, in the equation, the variable gamma denotes interfacial tension between liquid medium and solid particles. The next question is, a suspension can attain thermodynamic stability by decreasing the interfacial tension, reducing the total surface area. So both A and B. The next question is, on adding a wetting agent, dash reduces since the agent gets adsorbed at the interface between the particles and the vehicle. The answer is delta F. The next question is, in addition to the free surface energy, the particles in a liquid medium also exhibit attractive and repulsive forces. So the answer is both A and B. The next question is, dash force arises of an electrical potential of the surrounding medium. The answer is repulsive. The next question is, dash is known to exist at the particle surface. The answer is zeta potential. The next question is, in case of high zeta potential, the attractive dash surpass the repulsive electrical force between the two particles. The answer is van der Waals force. Next question is, besides lowering the zeta potential, addition of an adsorbent ion carrying a charge opposite to that of the particle is also known to neutralize the surface potential. The next question is, flocculating agents comprises of electrolytes, polymers and surfactants. The next question is, which of these is an interfacial property of suspension? The answer is surface free energy. The next question is, increased stability can be realized by reducing the interfacial tension or decreasing the interfacial area. The next question is dash can be reduced by addition of surface active agents. The answer is interfacial tension. The next question is forces at the surface affect the degree of flocculation and aggregation. The next question is potential energy of two particles is plotted as the function of the distance of separation. The next question is which of these is advantage of high viscosity medium used in suspension? Obstructs the redispersibility of the sediment, retards absorption from the suspension, creates problem in material handling. So all of the above. The next question is equilibrium exists when the particles are very close together and are at a distance of 100 to 200 nm. Is the potential existing in the system responsible for repulsion is the zeta potential. The next question is sedimentation is prevented by the dash of the particles. The answer is Brownian movement. The next question is when particle size is dash and particle densities and medium viscosity are favorable, particles are found to be in a state of Brownian motion. The answer is 2 to 5 micrometer. The next question is in the equation the variable nu denotes the viscosity of the dispersion medium. The next question is on reducing the particle size to half of its original size, the dash is decreased by a factor of 4. The answer is sedimentation rate. The next question is increasing dash lowers the sedimentation rate. The answer is viscosity of the medium. The next question is which of these is an advantage of high viscosity medium used in suspension? It enhances physical stability by reducing sedimentation, inhibits crystal growth by reducing movement of the particles, prevents metastable crystals to convert into stable crystals. So the answer is all of the above. The next question is polyvinyl pyrrolidine sugars, polyethylene glycols, glycerine, etc. are used for which purpose? The answer is increasing medium density. Question is solid dispersion in a vehicle is attained by using water miscible co-solvents and wetting agents. The next question is alcohol, glycerine and propylene glycol are the dash are mainly used for hydrocolloid dispersion. They are water miscible co-solvents. The next question is surfactants lying in the dash range are used as wetting agents. The answer is 7 to 9 HLB. The next question is pseudoplastic or plastic rheologic behavior are shown by structured vehicle. The next question is structured vehicle are used for the preparation of deflocculated suspensions. The next question is suspension for oral use have dash type of suspending agents due to the presence of high amount of solid. The answer is non-ionic. The next question is suspension for parenteral use have suspending agents in 0.5% weight by volume concentration. The next question is dash of structured vehicle is improved by adding polyvinyl pyrrolidone sugars, polyethylene glycol, glycerine, etc. Answer is density. The next question is when dash surfactants are used in suspension, the head portion get adsorbed on the solid surface and the tail project outward to form bridges between the particles. The answer is ionic. The next question is suspension with improved quality is obtained by combining the principle of flocculation and structured vehicle. Liquid preparation containing two immiscible liquids, one of which is dispersed as minute globules and the other is termed as emulsion. The next question is the diameter of globules in an emulsion lies in the range of 0.25 to 25 micrometer. The next question is emulsions contain large size globules. The answer is coarse. The next question is dash possess globules of mean diameter below 5 micrometer. The answer is fine emulsions. The next question is dash possess globules of diameter as small as 10 nanometer and are milky and transparent in appearance. The answer is microemulsions. The next question is in dash emulsions water is dispersed as globules in the oil. The answer is water in oil. The next question is wool, fat, resins, beeswax and soaps formed from divalent base are examples of emulsifying agents used for preparing water in oil emulsions. The next question is in dash emulsions, oil is dispersed phase and water is the continuous phase. Answer is oil and water. The next question is benzyl, benzoate emulsion, gamma, benzene, hexachloride emulsion, etc. are example of external oil and water emulsion. The next question is vitamin A in corn oil in water, liquid paraffin in water, griseofulvin in corn oil in water are example of internal oil and water emulsion. Question is dash are unstable because the colloidal particles are in a state of Brownian motion. The answer is microemulsion. The next question is dash enhance the bioavailability of poorly water soluble drugs. The answer is microemulsions. The next question is dash stated that the emulsifying agents act as hydrophilic colloids in water and oil emulsions and act as lyophilic colloids in non-aqueous mixtures. The answer is Fischer. The next question is Langmuir and Harkins postulated dash theory to state the manner in which emulsions are stabilized. The answer is oriented wedge theory. The next question is the type of emulsion formed depends on the nature of the emulsifying agent. The next question is reversal of emulsion depends on the nature of ions adsorbed at the resultant film. The next question is if the solubility of emulsifying agent is more in water than in oil, water becomes the continuous phase. The next question is dash are mainly used as emulsifying agent. The answer is surfactants. The next question is the dash of emulsifying agent determines the kind of emulsion to be prepared. The answer is solubility. Next question is dash emulsifying agents are prone to microbial contamination and degradation. Their quality differs from batch to batch. The answer is naturally occurring. The next question is in the preparation of an oral emulsion, dash is considered the best emulsifying agent due to its ability to form thick film at the oil water interface, provide a barrier against coalescence. The answer is acacia. The next question is dash is used as a viscosity enhancer which also prevents creaming. The answer is tragacanth. Next question is less viscous grades of emulsifying agents are used for preparing oil and water emulsions. The next question is sterol containing emulsifying agents are used for preparing water in oil emulsions. The next question is examples of pharmaceutically used anionic surfactants in emulsions are alkali metals and ammonium soaps, soaps of divalent and trivalent metals, amine soaps. So the answer is all of the above. The next question is dash surfactants are employed for preparing oil in water emulsions. The answer is cationic. The next question is glycerol esters, glycol esters and glycerol esters, macrogol ethers, sorbitan esters and polysorbates are dash surfactants used in emulsions. The answer is non-ionic. The next question is high HLB numbers from dash designate a hydrophilic group which produces oil and water emulsion. The answer is 8 to 18. Next question is liquid paraffin is allotted 2 HLB numbers, that is dash for a water in oil emulsion and dash for an oil in water emulsion, that is 4 and 12. The next question is flocculation of emulsion can be improved by high energy barrier existing in the presence of high charge density on the dispersed droplets. The next question is dash involves rising and settling of the dispersed globule to form a dense layer either at the surface or at the bottom of the emulsion. The answer is creaming. The next question is the rate of creaming in emulsion depend on diameter of the dispersed globule, viscosity of the dispersion medium, difference in the densities between the two phases, that is all of the above. The next question is which of the measures can be taken to overcome creaming of the emulsion? The answer is reducing the density difference between the two phases. The next question is in dash two or more globules fuse together to form larger droplets and the globule lose their individuality? The answer is coalescence. The next question is, which of the measures can be taken to overcome coalescence of emulsion? The answer is adding an adequate quantity of emulsifying agents. The next question is, any physical, biological or chemical effect that modifies the nature of interfacial film of an emulsifying agent cause cracking? Question is, which of the following physical features cause breaking of emulsion? The answer is adding opposite type of emulsifying agent, freezing, incorporation of excess dispersed phase. So the answer is all of the above. The next question is, which of the following steps should be undertaken to overcome cracking and breaking of emulsion? The answer is adequate quantity of emulsifying agent should be added. The next question is, which of the following physical factors affect the inversion of emulsion? The answer is cooling emulsions prepared by heating and mixing of two phases. The next question is, example of antioxidant for emulsified system include dodecyl gallate. The last question is, example of preservative for emulsified system are phenoxyethanol, oxyethanol. For now, thank you.